Well, hi, and welcome back to OnlineNetworkCoach.com. I'm your host, Stan Hashi, for this session on working your why. Now, you might be asking, what the heck has that got to do with starting up a lucrative home business? It's got everything to do with it. It's the difference between success and failure, having a good life and a great life. Maybe you don't want to discover your why. It happens. It's your way of avoiding failure. Well, just touch on the basics. Understanding psychology is a crucial part of business, and having a powerful why is part of your success. A powerful why will get you out of your comfort zone, and unless you win a lottery or get an inheritance, you don't get what you deserve in life. You get what you negotiate. Great people understand this principle, and unfortunately, so do crooked people. So let's hang around with the right crowd. Do you remember playing Follow the Leader when you were young? It was a lot of fun. It could lead you to a lot of memorable adventures, and then sometimes it got us into a lot of trouble. I have a son who would make a lot of silly mistakes when he was young, and when I gave him fatherly advice, he would say, "Dad, you have to let me learn by my mistakes." And I would often tell him, "Yeah, but you don't have to make them all." And this is also true in the business world. If you can avoid some of those mistakes, you will reach your goals a lot sooner and with a lot less cuts and scrapes. Go deep and ask yourself, are the things that you're doing right now going to get you the things that you really want? Or are you simply going along with the crowd? Are you doing it for yourself or the glory of the leader? If it fits with your character, then, well, obviously, go along with it. Let's talk about motivation for a minute. Going to work in the morning is not motivation. Not getting fired is the motivation. Now, motivation is something that I have a lot of experience with in the corporate world. It has a lot to do with making people happy in the workplace. Happy people are productive people. They are more devoted and will look after the company's interests. When they're not happy, they'll call in the union, and of course they'll motivate you for different reasons. If you believe in getting motivated, you've got it backwards. Motivation is a temporary high built on the atmosphere of the moment. If it takes someone to motivate you, someone or something else will demotivate you. Great public speakers like Anthony Robbins and Hiram Smith will tell you straight out that they're not motivators. They'll have you find out what you're all about and build on your strengths. Motivation comes from within. What you need to do is to go to a quiet place by yourself, not with a buddy, and decide what drives you, what you want in life. You need a why, and don't even think of how. That will work out by itself, and that's where a lot of people fall short. They get wrapped up in the details and keep changing their plans based on the perceived difficulties. I was recently watching the yearly CNN Heroes Awards, and of ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and I can guarantee you that if they sat down with an advisor before they did these things, a professional planner, they would never have made it to the stage. You have to visualize it. You must become passionate about what you want. And it's that burning, unwavering desire that will make it happen. Not necessarily the way that you had planned it in the first place. So don't get bogged down with the details. Knowing what you want, confidence and perseverance will get you there sooner or later. Following the leader will take you to the leader's place, where they want to be. And now, if you're both heading in the same direction, well, that's great. If you're going along for the ride, you just might get off at the wrong stop. The mind works in strange ways. When rookie race drivers learn the ropes, they have a tutor sitting beside them. And when they lose control of the car and start heading for the wall, the instructor grabs their helmet and faces them in the right direction, and the car steers back on course. Now, that's not mind over matter. That's how the brain works. Your life is the same way. If you keep looking in the wrong direction, you'll keep hitting the wall. Time and time again. You won't even recognize a good thing when you see it. If you want to get out of the slums, go for a walk on the brighter side of town. When the book and the film on The Secret came out, I heard journalists say that they didn't believe in this positive thinking stuff, and it was dangerous to put delusional stuff like that in people's head. If you asked the universe to win a lottery, why would the universe favor you over 10 other million suckers? That just doesn't make any sense when you think about it. Some said that they had tried the secret formula and it didn't work for them. Of course it didn't work. Like Yoda said, there's no such thing as trying. There's only doing. Have you ever gone to bed at night and after working over a problem all day and just couldn't find a solution? And you decide to shut it off, and you wake up fresh next morning and say, hey, eureka, I got it. Now what happened there? What happens is that your conscious mind shuts off, but your subconscious mind never shuts off. You see, whatever you believe is, if you are miserable and moan about the hard breaks in life, you'll get more of the same. I mean, misery just loves company. It was Henry Ford who once said that you believe you can or that you believe you can't. You'll be right in both cases. Set up your own agenda and go with it. Once your mind is open and looking to fill the void, you'll find the right vehicle. Don't jump on board with someone else's agenda and end up in the graveyard with the rest of those MLM schemes. What I'm getting at is, are you following the right leader? Do you have the right leadership? And you should think about that for a minute. That should be crystal clear in your mind. You are the leader and hero of your family, and providing for your family is your first priority and responsibility. Everything else comes in second. Learning from experience is great, but if you could have a mentor that helps you avoid making those mistakes, you would save yourself a lot of time and a lot of heartaches. Well, I'm hoping that this helps to clear up the thought process when that next great business opportunity comes along. In the next session, we'll talk about the industry trends and where you should be spending your time. Talk to you soon.